Hi everyone. There is an easy and effective way to find the percentage of any numbers. If you want to find the 15 percentage of 200, if you want to find the 30 or 35 percentage of any numbers, or 20, 25, 40, 45, any percentage of any numbers, there is an easy and effective trick. It is an easy trick to apply and it is so much effective than the basic method. So we can move on to the video. So there is a question: how can we find the 30 percentage of 650? So we can move on to the solution. 30% can be written as 10%, 10%, and 10%. 30%, 10 plus 10 plus 10 would be 30. So we all know that 100 percentage of a number is the same number 650, and if we want to find the 10 percentage of a number, we want to avoid, or we want to put a decimal place from the left of that number. So 650, putting one place, the one decimal place before it, or in the left part, we would get 65, and the 10 percentage of 650 would be 65. So 30% of a number is 10% plus 10% plus 10%. So 10% is 65, so 65 plus 65 plus 65 would be 195. So we can move on to the next question. Find 55 percentage of 700. So let's move on to the answer. 55 percentage of 700. So how can we find the 55 percentage of 700? First, we want to split 55 into 50 and 5. So 100 percentage of a number is 700 and 10 percentage is 70, by just putting a decimal point before the last digit. And the 5% would be the half of 10%. The 10% is 70, and if you want to find the find 5%, you want to divide it by 2. So 5 percentage of 700 would be 35. So 50 percentage of any number is the half of that number. So the half of 700 would be 350. So 50% and 5%, when you add it, 350 plus 35, it would be 385. So we can move on to another question. Find the 58 percentage of 800. So we want to find the 58 percentage of 800. So how can we split 58 so that we can easily find the 58 percentage of this number? So we can split 58 into 50, 5, 1, 1 and 1. So we can just look how can we find the 1%, 5% and 50% and 10 percentage of a number. 100% would be that same number, 800. So 10 percentage would be 10 to the left, 80, and 5 percentage would be the half of the number, 10%. So 10% would be 80, and the half of 80 would be 40. So 80 and 40. Then if you want to find 1 percentage of a number, divide 10 percentage of the number by 10. So 80 divided by 10 would be 8. Or just put just go to the left and put one decimal place over there. So 8%. 1% would be 8. 100% would be 800, 10% would be 80, and 1% would be 8. So 50% of a number would be 400, the half of the same the number. So 800's half would be 400. So 50% 400 plus 5% 40 plus 1% 1% 1%, because 50 plus 5 55 56 57 58. So 888. So 400 plus 40 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 would be 464. So 464 would be the 58 percentage of 800. So if you want to check whether the answer is right or not through the basic method, we can check it. 800 into 58 divided by 100. So 0 would be cancelled out from 0. So 8 into 58 would be 464. So if you find the video helpful, please share it to your friends. Thank you.